Well, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. We got a few people in the room already, so that's cool. Happy Sunday, March 23, 2025. March, dude, it's almost the first 3 months of this year are already history. I don't know if anybody else is like me, but man, time feels like it's moving very, very, very rapidly. Uh, And funny enough, for me, it feels also last 6 months or so, it feels like it's also moving like molasses, like we're moving through. What's the way I say this? It's almost like time's moving very fast, but there's so much drama. Um, there's so much drama that I think the world's in almost overwhelm right now. Um, maybe I'm speaking for myself, but I was probably naive thinking that this whole new administration was going to sort things out, but it seems like it's just getting crazier and crazier. Maybe we're starting to learn more and more about the truth. Um, awesome to see people coming in the room. Thank you for being here. Whatever brings you here, thank you. Even if what brings you here is normally what brings me to places like this is discontent, is some unsettling, some searching for something more, some truth, I don't know, it seems like I've been my whole life looking for something, some data, some understanding of what the hell is going on. And the more this world, maybe we just have so much information available to us today. Maybe we have more information than we've ever had, and it's difficult for us to digest all the information in a manner that is functional, that's not overwhelming. So it's typical with me in these shows. Again, I have no idea why I'm here. I mean, I do know why I'm here, but I don't know why I'm here. I mean, it's I'm here because I'm here. I'm here because I feel like I need to be here for some reason. I don't really understand that. I was thinking about this last night. I was like, I could just take this off and nobody's going to really care. And then I get a few quotes this morning or a few little comments this morning. Oh, wow, really looking forward to Sunday. That makes me feel really good when I hear that. I don't know. It makes me feel like, okay, there's some need for this. There's a want. There's people out there. I've got 24 comments. There's people out there that, like me, they have not enough places to go to that allow for just a Sunday morning where we're just sitting around contemplating who we are as beings and what my purpose is. And sometimes I wonder if this isn't a what's the word for it? Self-engaging, egotistical, like self-serving, I don't know, some weirdness. I don't mean it to be that. I really do not mean it to be that. I mean, I actually don't want this to be about me. What I am trying to do, though, is just to be honest with my loss. Maybe it's my loss of not having enough places to go to talk about really valuable things, right? Like I saw a meme this morning. Guys holding some bacon in a skillet, and he said, "This is the face I give people when they ask me, and it's obvious what I'm doing, but hey, what you doing?" I'm sitting there cooking bacon and eggs or whatever, and somebody asks me what I'm doing, I don't know why I share that other than it's pretty obvious what I'm doing. I think people are looking for, true communication, true interaction with other people. I do. I like deep, valuable, comfortable, also comfortable, low judgment. That's the challenge. 431 people on Twitter or on X here. We got 475 people in this room. So people are coming in. Welcome Sunday morning. I hope everyone's doing well. This was my birthday week. Yay! I hate birthdays. And I think it would be better to celebrate the two moments of great joy, which is my parents. Hopefully my parents had really a good time conceiving me and my brother. That was hopefully a moment of pleasure. And then the moment of me and a sperm and an egg colliding, that seems like a lot more fun than the moment of birth, which seems like full of trauma and drugs and hospitals and weird people. So I'm convinced that I'm actually 9 or 10 months older than my birth date. I don't know why we don't celebrate the day of conception. It's just such a cooler moment, and a lot less, I think, a lot less drama, passion, excitement, fun. Wouldn't it be cool to live your life like that every moment, a moment of conception? Would that be cool? I can't do it, man. I find it extremely difficult to live in the moment and be okay, to be in the moment and like be completely comfortable. Um, and again, I seem to be more uncomfortable with more information. You guys ever feel that way? Like there's just too much information. Um, I am actually needing to disconnect from social media, disconnect from other people from time to time. It's just too much data for me. And many times the interaction, and maybe this will get better, I'm sure it will, but the interaction sometimes seems more like high school or junior high school interactions than adult interactions with people. I don't know if it's you guys. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Um, but I wrote this down before we started. Before I started, I have this little book that I write for Sundays, and I'm running out of pages. But I buy these little books, special books for. I just like to keep things kind of separate. Like this to me is really, really, really different than business, which has usually been easy for me. So separating business from other activities, other interests that I have, uh, I don't know, for me has been good. Um, but I noticed that I don't have the ease in this field that I have in that field. I don't have the patience probably. I don't have the patience in regular life that I do maybe in business. Or maybe it's my understanding of the cadence and the time it takes to do certain things. Or perhaps I don't even know what I'm really I think this is probably it. I'm probably in business, there's a end goal, there is some event that I can normalize and look at that event and go, okay, look, I accomplished something. With trying to become a better Gary and trying to be, for you guys who've never been here, I started the show off with what I call the two most powerful words in the human vocabulary, and that is I am. I am great. I am a good leader. I am a great leader. I am expressive. I'm exciting. I have a great life. Whatever I am is in the present term, as if you have already, if you want to be a billionaire or a dentist, I am a great dentist, right? So I begin forming and shaping the way I think. Imagine the two challenges, okay? So, and I'm just talking to myself, and if this helps you guys, awesome. But I am a successful business guy, whatever that means. I go do my little deal. I have a goal, and those goals either get met or they don't get met. And if they don't get met, I get frustrated and I keep trying or I give up. Uh, Now, I never give up when it's consistent with my goals and life ambitions. I never give up. When people, like, let's think of me as let's think of you, because I really don't just want to sit here and talk about me. But the reason I say me is because I don't want to be judgmental. If I can handle myself, then I do not even know what to do with me, much less start suggesting to you what you should do. Okay, so I'm just not a believer that somebody else can solve my problems or that I could solve your problems, because I don't know who you are. Like, I don't know what your ambitions and goals are. What I do know is it's hard enough for me to figure out my own. Now, what if I can hack, cheat, manipulate or manage a method to ensure that I am a more productive, healthier, happier. Like, I just want to be, like, I think most people just want to be secure and happy, right? Um, Now I find that the older I get, the less sure I am about anything. Is that bizarre? Seriously, okay. And I think this may just be where. Look, I'm 67 years old. I've had a number. I feel like I'm 47, 37. I don't even know what 67 means. I can't even fathom these numbers. Actually, it's staggering to me that I got this old. I can't imagine living another 30 years. Okay. I mean, for me, it's just a weird, weird thing. And you guys are all getting to watch it, right, for free. But I go through periods in my life, and I'm in one right now, that I've never been here before. It's really weird. I think we judge people weirdly. I mean, I might look at Jeremy or Brandon or Mao and go, okay, their lives, or I just make judgments, but I don't live with these people. I don't live in their mind. I don't, go to the bathroom with them. I don't sit down with them when they're struggling or lost. I don't have that feeling that occurs inside of us when we are not doing what or who we are. Like, we're off purpose, right? And so as I get older, I was expecting to know more, be more confident, have more understanding, deep understanding. And yet I look around and I'm literally looking around going, wow, this world is so messed up. Between and the weird thing is, I can get lost in all the politics of all this. And this is about all the noise that I'm hearing all over social media. Trump, Clinton, Biden, these people dying. This is happening. England, we're not, it's just so, people have been killed before, assassinated, who did what to who. There has to be a better way. Okay. Like, we can't keep doing this. This is crazy, the way humans are living. It's quite concerning. And so, what, like, if I'm confused as to why I'm doing this, maybe the best I can do is just to add a little bit of positive for an hour on a Sunday, maybe help one or two people. But see, this is the point where people give up. This is the point where people just go, it's just not worth it. Too much work. It's like throwing a pebble into the ocean. Oh yeah, I'm going to create a wave. I ain't going to create shit. See, I could get so negative so easy, so fast. It'd probably be a more interesting show. And I think that's probably what happens on these social media things. People dishing each other, blocking each other, mocking each other. People argue over what their investments are. People argue over what the truth is. People argue over Palestine, Israel, this team, that team, every team. Tension. I wrote the word tension down here, and it feels like there's just so much tension on this planet, like we're getting ready to snap. I've said this before. I hold these Sunday little church things, not because I'm very religious, but because I'm lost. As a human being, I am unwilling to sacrifice. I am unwilling to pretend that the information I have been given before actually solves anything for me. Like, I'm here just saying, hey, look, it's still, I would love to go to some place with the truth, but I have not seen the truth from any group. I haven't seen the truth from any group in the results from those people that attend these groups, and I have not seen the results of those people who sponsor, father, mother these groups, the heads of these groups. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it? Have you seen where people are following this regime of religion and they are better than others? I have not witnessed that myself. I have witnessed people saying it. I have witnessed people being very robotic, okay? And when stress hits them, they hit their knees and they do the Hail Marys and the rosaries, or the whatever their deal is, whatever their ritual is. And look, I am not making small of your ritual. Like, do whatever you need to do. But me just moving into a robotic mode and not questioning things, that I have no interest in. Okay, I just don't have any interest in it. What I do have interest in is trying to tap into the truth. And for me, the truth is really hard, right? The only truth I'm going to know on this planet is what's true for me. What is true for me right this second. And that could change tomorrow, okay? That could change, most certainly. What I believe in tomorrow could be different than I believe in today, and I'm cool with that. I actually think people would do very well with not being dogmatic, not being, hey, I know exactly. You get to be 67 years old, you let me know, okay? You let me know how much you really know. And the older I get every day, the more I don't know shit about anything. I mean, it's really fascinating. I see Brandon, Jeremy down there. Brandon's scratching his head and Jeremy's laughing his ass off. So, it's the other thing. I'll tell you something, since I've mentioned it twice, the whole birthday thing. Like, getting older I mean, I hate it. I absolutely fucking hate it. Um, and there's so many things to hate about it. But the big thing is just the gap between people that I find really interesting and my age. I find older people really boring. I mean, it's boring. Is boring the right word? I don't know. Just uh, just not alive, man. A lot of people don't seem to be alive. Um, and maybe it's the tension. Maybe it's one of my children were saying to me the other day. They said, "Man, most of our friends' parents are they act old, and they're 20 years younger than me. Even the kids, though, they're like, man, these parents aren't alive." And it's interesting to see how the children kind of aren't alive either. Um, it just may be too much information. So I do these Sunday meetings to show anybody that wants to show up that you can seem to have quite a bit. I'm telling you, like I just um, my little page here says, "How you doing, buddy?" They have some predestined little comments on here, and I turned the page and said, "How you doing, buddy?" Have you ever asked yourself how you're doing, buddy, and you don't know the answer? Um, this is when I have to really like go. I have to. We're going to get to the topic here. The topic is faith, okay, and the faith part is really, really important when you're doing these IMs that I talk about so often. If I'm doing the IMs, by the way, who is doing the IMs? Can anyone give me some comments if you're doing the IMs, or have you hit a wall and are you finding it difficult to do the IMs? I will tell you, the more I do IMs, the more they become difficult to do. Because the more I do IMs, the more I am engaging in understanding who I am. I, we've never done this, okay? No one taught me to do IM. And I feel bad that I haven't taught my children. I should have taught my children at the age of 4 years old. I should have had them writing down, I am a rocket scientist. I am this. I am that. Other people are probably going to get more value from my knowledge and experience than my children, which is kind of sad. Maybe one day somebody will send them some videos or a book or whatever and say, hey, this is what your dad believed in. Probably not best for me to slam it down their throat. I would not have wanted my parents to slam anything down my throat. The only thing they slammed down my throat was the way they lived, what they believed in, their life. And if my kids see me as an energetic, exciting, eccentric, crazy guy, they think I'm excessive at everything I do. That's awesome. I think it's a compliment. Their mom thinks it's not a compliment. Whatever. I am. I'm an excessive. Like the happiest I am is when I'm just being massively excessive and a little OTT, over the top. I wrote up on a big screen one day. I was thinking, which I read and think a lot and write, and I made the comment. Excuse me. I made the comment. This is what you get from eating pencils. I made the comment on a board. Uh, Obsession has served me well. See, I get into these like, I need to be more moderate. One of the only things that has served me extremely well is obsession. When I am like really, really, really into something, I am most brilliant then. When I am kind of into it, not so much. I actually probably become a liability. If everyone could just figure out through IM or any other methodology that you could figure out how to get to obsession. I think about the most brilliant people on this planet. I think they all share obsession. Find me a brilliant person who is moderate. Find me one human being that you like, wow, that cat's really, really cool. Find me one human being on planet Earth in the last 500 years that was extremely impressive, that you thought was awesome, that you would follow, that you set a standard for you. And you let me know how obsessed he was. Obsession for me has been dogged, slaughtered, made fun of, laughed about, ADD, ADHD, do this, do that, you're too much, you need to calm down, be diversified. You hear all this? Hey, don't stand out of the crowd. That's where you get shot. It is only in those moments, it is only in my obsession that I have been the most happy. And you could just list the people down. Every great artist, like, dude, these people are and they don't have to be the ultimate genius. I am not a genius. Everyone knows that. Oh, I don't know if Oppenheimer. Wade says Oppenheimer, radical genius. Cool. He was obsessed. Like, these people were not perfect people. So why do I worry about my imperfections? Why do I worry about my discontent? Why can I embrace my humanness and realize, dude, I'm just, in many ways, and pardon me for my jumping around, but this is, you may understand why I jump around if you hold one of these, and you'll realize it's very difficult to, if I'm going to be authentic. If I'm going to be authentic, I'm going to pop around here. If I'm going to be a priest or a preacher who speaks on a topic and goes to a book and then reads certain phrases from a book that most of which I cannot even understand because they're put in language that's really hard for me to understand. I could go through this in 58 minutes or I can be really honest and go through what it takes to be a moderately successful, productive member of society without taking more than I give. I have no interest in taking more than I give. I only have an interest in giving back and being more to the planet than what I take. Like, I want to pay my way, okay? It's a very key indicator of a decent human being. Is your intention to pay your way, or is your intention to be a parasite? You can make that decision right now, okay? Like, I don't think anybody's going to write down, I am a parasite. If you are, dude, write it down. I am a parasite. I like cheating. I like taking the shortcuts. Look around and notice who your friends are. There won't be very many nice people around you. And if that's your gig, that's your gig. I personally think it would be really hard for me to write down I am a parasite. In fact, I can't write that down because I'm not a parasite. I have no interest in being a parasite. What I do have an interest in being is valuable to other people. Well, I didn't say valuable to myself. I didn't say happy. I didn't say, ooh, I feel comfy. I said I wanted to be valuable to other people, many other people. Now, why? Is it my ego? Is it my need to be seen, wanted, loved? Maybe somewhere I just have a really twisted need to be noticed or something. Now that is a little inconsistent because I don't do this every day. I don't go on videos and YouTubes, and I'm not. I don't know how many people follow me. 60,000, 40,000, 50,000, whatever, dude. Who cares? They could unfollow me in the morning. They don't. Most of these people don't know me. I have no clue who these people are. Why would anyone get lost in how many followers they have when you don't even know who they are? You don't know the quality of people. See, I see Mech in here. Mech's a nice man. He's been kind and nice to me. He communicates openly. He wants more with his own life. He's honest. Jeremy's here all the time. Mal's here. You know, people are really, there's some people I have met through these social media sites, either virtually or physically or both. And that is awesome. Okay. Now, I don't think it's a full connection. Okay. I don't think it's a full connection. It's not, this is a virtual connection. Doesn't mean that it's a bad connection. It's just not a full on connection for me. I like tactilian type. I like an interaction with another human being. I love meeting. I'm better around people. I find I'm better around really good people. The problem with me is that I can go out for drinks and dinners and end up hanging out with some people and end up having a bunch of fun, but killing 4, 5, 6 hours and not really, you look at it, you look back on it and you go, hey, was that really valuable? Was it what I just did for 6 hours? Was it really valuable? Why the heck am I doing this? You know what? I am doing this so that if for no other reason, guys who think guys with a bunch of Bitcoin or had a successful career, built a bunch of businesses, had a little made a little money. If you get nothing out of this other than wow, man, uh, people are still when they get rich, they're still asking themselves questions that they were asking themselves when they were 16, 26, 36, 46, 56, 66. Dude, it just keeps coming. It keeps coming. I keep asking myself things like, what am I here for? What are we here for? Now, we're not 5,000 years ago when there was no connections. We, somebody asked me just recently, hey, why do you do this? And the answer is it's available to do. Like, you couldn't do this 5,000 years ago. You couldn't do this 50 years ago. Hell, you couldn't do this 5 years ago. And almost 5 years ago, we almost lost the right to even say anything to each other. So one reason I'm doing it is because it is available. Two, God, the universe, whatever, gave me a ability to communicate. And I have a life story, and I'm not perfect, and I'm willing to not be perfect. I mean, I'd love to be perfect, but I'd be more alone than I am right now. And I just go through these periods in life where the journey is a solo journey. See, nobody ever talks about that, do they? Very rarely. Like we spend all our time, hey, I need to find that girl. I need to find that girl. I see my daughters doing this right now. I need to find this. I need to find that. I need to find, and I'm like, dude, I don't even want to break their heart and go, dude, like, it's probably not going to happen where you meet someone for 40 years and go, wow, this was it. It's very hard for me to see two rockets taking off at the same time when they're 16 or 18 or 28. And to think that those two rockets, both with different internal operating systems, both with very different backgrounds where they came from, okay? Two 26-year-olds, okay, both taking off, yellow and blue. Shh, they're going to take off together. Yay, yay, we're going to love each other forever and ever. And we're going to have little babies, and those little babies are going to go up with us. And then as soon as we hit, free atmosphere, the vacuum, now we jettison some stuff like they got us there. We got to get rid of some of the stuff that got it. Oh, no. I'm a human being. I don't get rid of shit. I'm going to hold on to all my belief systems from mom and dad. And I'm going to hold on to all my belief systems from mom and dad. And we're going to keep going. Do one minor deviation. I mean, one little 1/10 of a degree over 50 years. These two rockets are going in different directions. This is the problem with this whole theory of I am a spiritual being, probably with massively unlimited power. If I could just get out of my own stupidity, massive unlimited imagination. This is the other reason I'm here. Okay, I have yet to encounter another organism that has an imagination. I've yet to encounter anything that has the ability to look into the future, go, I think I'm going to build an energy company in Europe, and then do it. Like human beings are very unique in their ability to create and imagine, yet we sit in jobs and duties that have zero to do with imagination. We spend little time developing the soul is you, by the way. This really irritates the hell out of me when I hear, hey, my soul is going to go to heaven. My soul, dude, I am the soul. My soul, it's not like it's sitting over here or over here that hey, look, my body's going to die. My soul is going to go out and hang out with, dude, it's me, dude. Quit saying that you're different than your soul. Well, my soul, let's see, we were having a chat just the other day. No, dude, I am the soul. You're not killing me. This is all I got. All this stuff, this is transient. It's very, very transient. It's very clear to me it's transient. I don't know exactly what's the next step or what the prior step was, but I am most certain that what is here, what you guys dig about me, like there's a few people out there that really think I'm cool in it. You don't dig me because of my gap in my tooth or my skin or the look on my face. You might initially, but there's something else. I mean, if you really think about it, okay? There's something that attracts people to other people. And it's not just the body. It's something else. Like I am more than this. Okay, I am convinced if I chop this arm off, I was considering cutting this finger off recently because it's killing me. Don't know why it's killing me. Anybody knows why people's hands start really getting jacked up? I mean, incredible amounts of pain in my hands. If I cut my hand off right now, I was without this hand, would I be less of a being? Would I? Would you? If I cut my other hand off, would I be less of a being? In fact, if I cut both my legs off, if I could just hang out, removing pieces of my body, am I less? Am I more? I'm pretty sure I'm not less. If you didn't see my hands, would you care? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't care. You would not care. And therefore, I'm quite convinced that whether in fact, as I get older, all I have is more stories that I believe in. Not that they are truth or not that they are worthy to believe in. It's just more stories that I believe in. And this may be the difficulty with, wow, this may be the difficulty with being aware, okay? I think I can honestly say that I have, at least relatively speaking, I have been not hyper aware, but I have been very aware of other things my whole life. If any of you guys know what I'm talking about, like, have you ever felt like you knew there was something else hanging around? Like there's this skinny, tiny, thin gossamer veil just in front of everything. I find this very difficult with human beings, especially women. Sometimes I look at women and go, wow, I see so much more there than they see. And it's like there's this veil, and guys, it's just, and maybe I'm the one that has the gossamer veil over, right? Like, but there's something between reality and whatever else there is. I was getting ready to say, and real reality, but I've always thought just feels like there's something out there. And I think being aware can be uncomfortable. And if you have been designated, if you have the gift, if it indeed is a gift, could be a pain for some people. But if it's a gift, it's a gift. And if I am aware, I am aware, and I can't pretend like I'm not. And so this vibration that I feel, when I'm hyper obsessed and really excited about something, I know exactly what I'm doing. I have that same kind of vibration, but it's a much more high end, just move. And then there's this awareness. I know this is probably a very weird Sunday morning. I am so sorry for being so poorly prepared and all over the place, but it's this overwhelm of data coming in my universe, right? Coming into me, the soul. And I think my soul, I am aware, right? Like it's almost like there's two parts, right? There's a part of high vibration and not knowing, and then there's this very calm combination. I can't explain it. I just know that I have a hard time staying in the calm part. I get I probably get too absorbed in self. That's what I just wrote down. See, I'm getting absorbed in self. I'm so worried. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? I'm thinking too much. I am has nothing to do with thinking. I am has nothing to do with calibrating. I am has nothing to do with making sense out of it. What's the next step? All it is I am a great leader. Okay. Like, knock it off. I don't need to add anything to it. Brandon may say, I am Brandon, a great artist. I am a genius. Okay. I am a genius in engineering. Mal may say, hey, I am a great preacher or priest. I am a high priest of the world. Look, I'm not going to take, see, this is the weird thing. If Jennifer Seaton says to me, hey, I am beautiful, I am a host, I am a extremely well-educated teacher in the field of blah, 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 right? Or is anybody going to look at her and go, wow, you're an idiot? Or you're an egotistical parasite? No, nobody's going to say that. Do we need more great teachers? For sure. Okay. For sure, we need more people like Jennifer who wants to be obsessed, and they believe that obsession makes them beautiful and it makes the world more beautiful. Dude, I'm all over that. Yet, when I do it, I'm sitting here going, now, what's in it for me? What's going to cost me? Oh, hey, what if somebody sues me? I'm really into this right now. I've been sued so many times in the last 5 years. I now know why business guys that make a shitload of money just say, I'm out. Bye. See you later. The litigation system in this country has become so bad. When any guy can hire a lawyer who will take a consignment or whatever they call it, they work their fees on if they win. It pisses me off. It keeps me going, but now I do know why so many just walk away. It's not because they want to go play with their toys. I mean, maybe some do. It's literally like, I'm working on a deal right now, and everything I do is like, well, let me see if I do that, am I going to get a letter from some guy? And if I do that, am I going to get, like, I'm not doing anything negative, but I'm like, whoa, I'm having to overthink everything. Now, that's not a world where obsession works well. Okay. You got to be willing, and obsession, when people are being obsessed and they're being geniuses, you just need to move. So I need to think less and do more. I need to, and what is doing more? Studying, learning, becoming more, doing more, showing up every time I say I'm going to show up, like these. I mean, I got 2 emails this morning, or 2, it might have been on X or something. Hey, I really love these Sunday morning meetings. Let me tell you something. There were 2 people who said they love these Sunday morning meetings. I've never heard of them. It made me want to come in here today. I'm like, oh, what am I going to talk about? And I know I say this almost every time, but if you've never done one of these, much less 25 or 26 of them, hey, this is not easy. And I'm not complaining, but when people stick their neck out and communicate honestly, like, I have asked for nothing from anyone. You can't imagine, unless my ego is really freaking weird. I don't know why else I would be doing this, other than I'm trying just to set an example. I'm trying to, instead of criticizing the planet, I'm actually trying to do my part. And so if someone else sets up a meeting, like Mike Mack's holding a Thursday, maybe this is because of Lent, but he's starting to do Thursday church with Mike. I think that's awesome. We should have 30 churches on Sunday in here. Not everybody's going to dig me, man. Somebody else do it. You're not competing with me. What I'm competing with is myself right now. And what I'm competing with is trying to be as good of a human being with the skills, the talents, and the abilities I've been given, knowing that I've been saying I am since I was about 27 years old. I don't know why I've been saying it, but I am a great leader. I am a teacher. I am a genius. When I have the guts to say that to myself. Let me tell you something. You say I am a genius to yourself, and let me know how you feel. In fact, I'm going to write that down. I am a genius. I'll bet you that there are people in this room right now, a couple thousand people. I'll bet you there's 200 people at least in this room that cannot write down, I am a genius. And I'll bet you that out of the 2,000 or so people that are in the room, if you do write I am a genius, Most of you will go, maybe, kind of, sort of, but not really. Who believes that? I am a genius. Who believes I am a genius? Like, please let me know, okay? Anybody else have a problem with that? Does anyone else have a problem with saying I am a genius? Does anyone have a problem with me saying I am a genius? Huh? Anybody? Does anybody really care if I go, hey, dude, I'm a genius, or I am a brilliant teacher, or I am a great communicator, or I am a great leader? It didn't say that I was happy every day. It didn't say that I was not ever confused. It didn't say that I wasn't angry or lonely or whatever. It said I am a genius. If you want all the other stuff, you might need to add the other stuff. Now, for me, I personally am not going to take the time to write down with a piece of pencil. I love my little pencils, but I'm not going to write down, I am not lonely. I am complete. What if being complete solves nothing? What if me being incomplete actually is my action, my activator? Okay, that thing, that discontent inside of me that makes me do something. What if? Okay, what if? What if all the good and bad things that happened to me when I was before the age of 12, actually every one of those things had to happen to me for me to be who I am today, good and bad. What if, right? So me being aware is really, really important, and it's a double edged sword. Uh, I am not going to write down I am in love. Like, it seems so self-absorbed, right? I would be happy with, hey, I am serving whatever I am here to serve. Like, I just wished I knew. And that's where this tension is, right? The tension. Um, and this is why I need to disconnect sometimes from all of this noise. And the more noise we have on this planet, man, we are we need a lot of people to stand up right now. We need a lot of people like you guys that are listening to this. Look, you're listening to this because you're good people. Okay, you're here. I started these bloody things because I was criticizing that there's no churches today that serve humanity. It's that serve all of humanity, not just a select few. I just do not buy this. You got to be a part of this church, or you got to be a part of this group to be validated. I'm not buying it. Don't like it. Uh, but I see the people in these rooms. Will, Lunch Money, A1. A1's always here. Mex here. Okay. Jesse, Big Chief Energy, Josh Bryant. Josh says inner dialogue is the key. It is, okay, and I think you can have too much inner dialogue too. But for me, and maybe this is what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure out, you know, if I can figure out who I am, maybe I can be more gentle and loving and caring on you. Maybe I can look at you as that soul I speak about, that one, like, imagine if our egos and our selfishness were to get out of the way so much that we literally just saw each other as souls, right? As good, capable, potential. That's what we are. I am great potential. You mix me up with some really cool purpose, and I become an overwhelmingly powerful individual. Jessica, Jessica, Jesse's in the room. Prometheus is here. Prometheus says that life is solo often. I think that I got to say, I came into this world alone. I will leave this world alone. And my experiences, I have spent most of my life on this planet alone. It's nobody ever told me that either, but most certainly, even when I have been with other people, I have been alone. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? You can be with someone, but you're still alone. This is a solo journey, man. I am one of one. I'm not one of two, one of three, one of 8 billion. I am one of one. You are one of one. I mean, that's cool. Okay. Look, I am one of one. Wow. What an awesome information. I am one of one. I know you can't see this, but oh, there you go. You can see it. I am one of one. Okay. Hey, you guys that don't write, you're blowing it. Okay. It doesn't cost anything. This thing costs $3. This book costs $3. This is going to last forever. I am one of one. That's an awesome way to start the damn affirmation. The acknowledgement of who you are. I am one of one. If you can say nothing other than, cool, dude, you can't say I'm brilliant, I'm a genius. Say I am one of one. You say I am one of one every day to yourself in the morning and in the evening. Just say it to yourself right now. I dare everybody here. I am one of one. Say it. I am one of one. My name is Gary Thomas Cardone. I am one of one. There's never going to be another one of me. This is it, dude. Bingo. Done. It's not a copycat. It's not a clone. My brother is not me. I am not my brother. I'm not you. I'm not my mother. I'm not my father. I am one of freaking one. Don't know where I was created from. Don't know necessarily why I'm here, but I am one of one. Now that gets me to the next step, which is, okay, what part of the oneness do I want to be? Do I want to be obsessed, great, genius? Who am I, man? I think everybody was put here for a reason. I really believe that. I believe that we were all placed here for a reason. I don't, you know what? I'm not sure that I need to understand it. Do I need to understand it? Like there's a lot of things that I do that I don't understand. For instance, I drive down the road maybe 90 miles an hour in a vehicle that if you ask me to do much beyond change the water fluid or the window cleaning stuff, I'm probably not the guy. 100 miles an hour with my car, my kids in it, and I have no clue really how it works. I get on an airplane with pilots that I don't even know, don't know their last name, don't know what they did, what they didn't do. There's a lot of things. I drink stuff out of bottles all the time that I have no idea what's in it. I just trust it and probably shouldn't have based on all the information we're getting on our food. I am one of one. Now what? You're like, I'm not Heinz 57. I'm not mustard. Dude, I am one of one. If I can say I am one of one, now it's like, oh, wow. Now, I mean, I'm pretty sure Jeremy down there is like, I am one of one. Yeah, bro. You're making yourself up about who you think you are, but the truth is you're one of one. There's not going to be another one. Do I really understand all my abilities, or have I shortchanged myself? Have I Have I confused myself with someone else? Have I confused myself with what other people behave? I mean, think about this, okay? If you have never done I am one of one, do you think any of your girlfriends have? Do you think any of your boyfriends have? Do you think your wife, your children, your employees have? No, they haven't either because no one's ever done this. We've been into, hey, let's study stuff that doesn't really make sense. Let's study stuff. Let's teach people things about gravity, but not really define gravity or misdefine it or ill define it. Let's teach everyone that the Big Bang happened uh, and live under that paradigm for 100, 200, 500 years, and then wake up one morning and go, oh, wow, gosh, Big Bang might not have been exactly the way we thought. Look, we're living in a complete system of make-believe. You cannot define gravity to me. You cannot define dark energy to me. You can barely tell me what the moon is made of. You can't possibly tell me how we got here. You can't. There are so many things I cannot tell you about the reality we live in. So why wouldn't I just focus on the one thing I can do, which is me? I am one of one. Now, let's see. Let's see. Now, the universe made my twin brother. Now, I'm going to get confused real quick. I need to be like him. I need to be, who do I need to be like? No, I just need to be me, man. See, Jersey just needs to be herself or himself. I don't know what that name is. Jesse, okay? Timothy, I am one of one. Okay, now what? Okay, I was never going to be a rocket scientist. I don't have the brain power for it. I was never going to be a physicist. Like, I have particular skills and I need to learn what those skills are. If I am one of one, then what is that one? I am one of one. How can I be so unique? Or are you so busy being, imagine a beach. Imagine a beach with a trillion, quadrillion specks of sand. Now, do you want to be one of one quadrillion specks of sand, or is it okay for you to be a little blue pebble sitting on top of the sand or even under the sand? Can you be different? Because all I see everybody doing is trying to be exactly the way all the other sand looks. Instead of Brandon going, dude, I am unique. I am a unique granular sand. I am special in my exact way, and I know what that is. And then Jeremy does the same thing, and I do the same thing. I don't care if we don't even need to be on the same beach, man. We don't even need to share the same water. All we need to do is go, wow, I'm unique. Yet everyone is terrified to hang out, to be that little pebble, right? Sitting, shining either under, over, whatever, just being different. There's 2,000 people in there. I guarantee you there isn't one person that's the same. Not one, man. And we're all here for different reasons, yet we're all here for the same exact reason. Like what gets, does that make sense? It makes sense to me. See, I've never said that before. Oh, wow, I am one of one. If I am one of one, then that makes me special, right? Come on. I am special. I am the soul. I am me. I am one of one. And now the question is, okay, if I'm not a doctor, if I'm not a rocket scientist, if I'm not a physicist, I must be something. I spend a lot of time encouraging people who do this exercise, I am, which I will tell you, I think is the most powerful exercise in history. I can literally change the school system just using this 1 hour a week on every student. It would help so many people, and we never do this. We slam a kid like me into some class, and why would you slam me into physics when I've already told you I am not going to be a rocket scientist? I don't need physics, man. I don't get it. Okay. Um, and I'm really cool with people who get physics, and they're really cool with me being who I am because they can't do what I do. It's just not in their DNA. If there's, you know what I mean, in their code. I cannot tell you who you are or what your special little unique goal is, not goal, what your gifts are. Like what your goal is for you is to discover your gift. I believe that. Okay, I believe actually, if you don't discover what your superpower is, your gift, that's the key. The key, like you can't be helpful to the world if you don't think you're helpful to the world. So, gosh, I am helpful to the world. See, I can start easy. Excuse me. I can start gentle. I don't need to go crazy. What I need to be crazy on is that I am one of one. That's going to be the title of this show today, right? I am one of one. You are one of one. You are your soul. I am me. I am all, like, this is it. There's not going to be any more or any less. This is it. You're sitting in it right now. Okay. I see people in this room. I'm telling you, you are so much more capable and able than you think you are. It is only in these mixed messages in your mind where you have assumed, you have accepted what society kind of encourages you to do most of your whole life. You have fallen prey to being just another piece of sand. And that is boring. Okay, that's boring. Okay, that's not fun. That's not exciting. That's not changing anything. I need everyone in my life to stand out from the sand, to, evolve into something radical. Okay. Like I want to see who everyone really is, not the diluted version, not the sugar, not the added the pink hair or the red hair or the green hair or the fake breast or the Botox or the bald hairness or whatever you do to make yourself greater. I am one of one, man. You start thinking about it that way. Every morning I am one of one. You look in the mirror and look at yourself. I am one of one. Dude, that's heavy duty, dude. I am one of one. Okay, you are one of one. I need you to find out who the hell you are right now, because this world needs you, man. This world needs great philosophers. It needs great preachers, priests, truth tellers, people who live a life and they are unapologetic for their honesty, not their dogma, their honesty. If you ever hear me becoming dogmatic, if you ever hear me becoming exclusive, please hold me responsible. Okay, I never mean to do that. We have so much of that already. We need not 1 ounce more. I reject this exclusivity where there are groups of people that are special than others. This is bullshit. Okay. I am as special as you are. I am one of one. I am not an evil human being. I am a good, caring, intelligent, productive member of humanity. I'm probably even more than that. I'm a great spiritual being. I am infinite in my power, and I will go on and live forever. Okay, now, this is very important for me to remind myself that in times of challenge, in times of me not knowing, me being a little lost. Okay, by the way, and this is more of a message for me than it is for you, probably. Just because you feel lost does not mean that you are lost. I have to remind myself of this a lot. Just because I feel lost does not mean I am lost. I can do things if I feel lost or unproductive, or hey, I'm just not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Sometimes it's not that I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Sometimes I just need to sit in the quietness, the not doing anything, that's I don't mean to say not doing anything. I don't just need to do things to be doing things and to be not alone. Not busy work doesn't accomplish everything. Like me just being busy is not going to accomplish me being I am. Sometimes I have to just be in this tension. Okay. I so hate the tension, but the tension is so beautiful in so many ways. If I didn't have tension right now, there'd be a lot of people who wouldn't even be here because they're like, I think half the people are here like, hey, Gary's actually just trying to communicate at a level of human honesty that I rarely see in any churches. I don't see priests going, hey, I'm struggling today, man. Being as great as I was built to be. You guys digging this? You getting it? Like at least I'm getting it. Okay. I am one of one. I came in here with an empty notepad today and then I ended up with this genius, man. I am one of one. Yeah, I don't admit this very often because of my confusion over what God is. But when I was coming in here this morning, and forgive me, okay, for not knowing what God is. I don't understand it. I'm not trying to be like non-religious or in any way disrespectful. I've studied probably 4 religions and kind of done because they're just too exclusionary for me. The moment the group starts saying that they are the chosen one and they're right over all others, I'm done. I'm out. I'm history. I'd rather do the Gary thing, small little 2,400 people hanging out, and we're all just trying to become as great of an organism as we possibly can be, as rich of a soul as I was intended to be. But just coming up with, wow, I am one of one. See, that makes me feel better. I haven't had that clarity all week until I come here and begin to attempt to express it. I am one of one. Make a great name of a book. I am Gary Cardone. I am one of one. And everybody in this room, 2,400 people, dude, you guys, you're much more valuable than you think you are. Okay. No one on this planet thinks enough of themselves. And if I do not think enough of myself, how can I possibly think enough of you? It would be impossible. If I'm constantly doing this in my own little mind, how can I not do it to you? So this tension that I talked about this morning, look, the tension and the frustration is resolved by I am one of one. I am a great, whatever your greatness is. And at least I know my direction. I know what direction I'm supposed to be in. I know that there is, for me, usually one truth, not multiple truths. There's one truth. I'm either, interested in something or I'm not. The longer I live and the more I see, the more I want to question what it is I really believe in and what I think I know. Knowing, there have been times in my life that I was so sure of everything. And then there have been times in my life when I've been, say, less sure. I'm most certainly going through one of those phases where I am less sure about everything in my life. There's a few things I'm very certain of. They have very little to do with I am. I am one of one. It's interesting, though. I say that to myself, and yet I look at this list of people here, and I'm like, oh, I could easily confirm that all of these people, every one of these people, Crypto Billy, Joey Bitcoins, Plastic, Timothy Brooks, Jersey, Lunch Money, where you guys come up with these names. Dude, you guys are all put here for a specific reason. It may be that, what if your only reason on this planet was to show up here and go, hey, I like Gary, he's a good guy. Okay, cool, dude. Like, that made me feel better. Gives me I get to move on another day. See, this is food for me. If it's food for me, then it's food for you. Okay, and what do we learn from this? If we walk away with nothing else from this session today, other than, oh, wow, if we're nice to a guy like Gary, if we can be nice to a guy like Gary and it gets him in a more positive position, is that valuable? And if it's valuable to me, if you can, hey man, I really like what you're doing, or whatever, do you think it's valuable for other people? Do you think it's valuable for your kid, for you to go, you don't have to tell them what to do, just say, hey, that's a good job. Wow. Honestly, okay? Not, hey, that's a good job, you could have done better, but just give them some love, man. They are one of one, just like you are one of one. Dude, I am one of one. I go into a grocery store and there's 30 Honeycrisp apples. Which one do I pick? Does it really matter? Let me not pick the one with bruises on it, okay? Let me pick the one that's really fresh and crisp. But if I go into a grocery store and see Gary Cardone and Brandon Thompson and Jeremy Alseed and Mao and Jersey and A1 all, dude, we're all in our own containers. We're not smushed together with a bunch of Honeycrisp. And we can do what, okay, we're going to put all the white guys over in this basket. We're going to put the dark guys in that basket and the girls. We're one on one, man. Unique, individual, creative, imaginative human beings. That we have an imagination. It's a vibration of imagination that makes us different. It's this harmonic to be able to create from nothing. I'm not doing this. Okay. I show up here 10:20. Some of you guys see me setting this thing up at 10 o'clock. I have no script whatsoever. This isn't me. This is just me being, it's just me being, I don't think it's any different than an artist walking into a studio with their guitar and they start riffing. I'm just riffing. I'm asking the universe to use me properly. I'm asking God to, hey man, use me, okay? If I can just place the communication inside of me and allow it to roll out. If I get all prepared and make all of this all perfect, put some makeup on, put the right clothes on, I could get dressed up in a suit every morning and do these. I mean, would you guys take me more seriously? I'm not selling anything here. I'm just, the important part for me was for me just to express one, hey, look, when I walk in here, I literally am asking the universe to use me just like I use a paintbrush or my finger or Twitter. The hardest part for me is just starting the stream. Like I haven't done any. I know people love me doing spaces. I don't know why y'all like me doing spaces, but I just it's weird. Some people can run some rooms, and sometimes I don't want to run a room, man. I want to be in the background, just thinking, just hanging. I don't want to be the center of the universe. We'll read a few comments here. Free Sisters Online says, we are lost together, though. Lessons give us layers. Network Effect says, of course, we know nothing, and of ourselves, we can do nothing. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. Life is a funny old thing. Life is a funny old thing. I'm going to end with this, and that is to say that I am one of one. Literally, that just came out of my mouth, right? You guys saw, like that to me, I know people struggle with doing I am. You know how I know that? Because I struggle doing them. Just because I communicated, hey, let me show you these I ams, dude, it doesn't mean that it's easy for me. But when I go, I am, for instance, when I say, hey, I am a genius, I suspect people, like every time I say that, there's a little voice in my head going, bro, really, dog? I mean, come on, man. I mean, that's exactly, he sits about right back here. I don't know what come on. Well, what I need to do is say, bro, fuck off. Okay. I have been a genius most of my life, and no one, I have not given myself credit for it. I have not given myself credit for it. I've had these voices screwing with how unique and individualistic I am, how I am one of one. Literally, I have a voice in me going, no, man, we don't want you being one of one. I say I'm one of one. That changes everything, doesn't it? That changes everything. So I learned something here today, and that is what you do is you start the I ams and you go, I am, can you agree that you are one of one and never, ever going to be replicated? Maybe this is where we need to start, okay? This is probably why I like Bitcoin so much, and I think it's so grossly undervalued, because we don't even know we're one of one. We don't know that we are one of a finite universe, never to be copied, traced. They're going to try to copy it. They most certainly will try to replicate it, but it is never going to happen. It is one of me, and it's not going to be another one. Everything that got me here got me here. And everything that got me here, I should be willing to communicate and share with you so that you're less lost. And if more people did that in my lifetime and prior to that, instead of us, telling people what they should do, could do, or should have done, I get to just like my imagination, you show me someone with an imagination who has created ideas about the future, and I'll show you someone that created ideas and things in the future. Why is it that I'm not willing to sit there and go, hey, wow, I'm one of one, man. And all I have to decide is, okay, if I'm one of one and there's all these other pieces of sand, how am I different than them? And that gets me to figure, okay, if you can't figure out the uniqueness in you, then let's start figuring out the things that you're not like. I am not a rocket scientist. I am not going to be a doctor. I am not a pharmaceutical salesperson. I am not a salesperson. I am not this. I'm not that. We have reduced entire beaches that you have to even consider. I've never been interested in engineering. Thank you very much. Don't need to look at it. Don't need to go to any engineering societies. No, thank you very much. Right? So then I'm left with this bucket of things. Oh, wow. I love art. Maybe we'll stick that one in the corner for later in life. I don't have any time for art. Oh, well, I want money. I want to be successful. I want to be a competitor. I want to be on a team that I can really perform. See, that's really, really, really important for me. I love being on teams where I am valued. Okay. I have zero interest in being the solo. I'm the man. Gary Cardone, 40X. Look at me. Look at me. I don't want to be that guy. I want to, I love being on teams, man. It's fun. It's fun sitting on the bench watching the players play the game. Okay. It's fun for me to be the coach, dude. I'll go sit on first base and be the running coach. In fact, I'll tell you something. It's okay for me to be the water boy. I'll be the best damn water boy out there. I'll also be the bat boy. And if you don't let me play because I'm not good enough, I will be Mr. Enthusiastic on that freaking team. I will actually, hey, let's roll, let's go. It doesn't mean that I'm not playing. I'm playing, dude. I'm playing the role that I bring the most value to. Maybe I can't hit the ball, but maybe I can be that great, let's roll, let's go, guys. You can do this better. What's more important, me hitting a home run or me supporting people able to hit home runs? Does it matter? Does it matter? Okay. The only difference is one guy gets more attention than the other guy. But who's more important? Let me tell you something. The guy that hits home runs, he will hit home runs for this period of time. The guy that's enthusiastic and can support and motivate and encourage people, he will be able to do that his entire existence. One gets a lot more attention than the other. I'm going to leave you with two things. One, if you're feeling lost, confused, if you're feeling like you can't say I am a genius, if you can't write down I am perfect, I am perfectly designed to do and be what I was designed to be and do on this planet in this moment in time. I am one of one. All you have to do is, these are really simple, okay? You do not need to read a book. You need to read yourself. And in reading yourself and being willing to do the work, like really like, you will never regret doing this work. I swear to you, okay, on my mother and father's grave, my children's grave, sitting down 5 minutes a day, just organizing your thoughts, saying, I am one of one, and it is up to me to determine what that is and does, and the impact that it makes on the planet. And you can keep expanding this, okay? It doesn't have to be perfect on day one. It will grow. It will mutate. It will morph as you grow and mutate and morph and expand and evolve. Like maybe not evolve, but becoming more of who you really are. The next thing you have to do, I really beg you, I am one of one. I am, okay? Do some I ams. Second thing you got to do, doesn't require a pencil, doesn't require a piece of paper. It does require you to interact with other people. I need you within 12 hours. Okay, that is 12 midnight tonight. 2,748 people must be nice to another human being. You go out, you do something really nice for someone. I don't care. You buy them a present, buy them dinner, leave $50 at the restaurant, say, hey, the next guy that walks in gets fed for free. I don't really care what you do. Be nice to someone, and you cannot tell anybody about it. You cannot tell anyone about it. You cannot take credit for it. No ego here. This is the problem, okay? I am one of one, and I don't need anybody to know about it. Now, that is challenging, okay? But I am convinced if you and I start being nice to people once a day, man, without any kind of agenda other than, hey, I'm going to send some powerful, cool energy around this planet. I'm not going to be such a snob. I'm not going to worry about the guy cutting me off. I'm going to do my part to be nice. Again, for me, this is a hack. If I'm being critical, I need to do just the opposite. If I am being critical on anything, oh, there's no churches. Okay, let's start a church, big boy. That guy's driving really bad. Maybe I should drive a little bit better myself. Okay, maybe I can help somebody today that I don't necessarily dig, like, or appreciate, but I am actually going to go out of my way to do something nice for another human being and not take credit for it. We do that, we make a better planet. I would beg you, implore you to do that, and let me know next week how it felt to be more additive than you are negative. Look, if you make some mistakes, you're going to make mistakes. I make them constantly, okay? Constantly. I'm either doing something or not doing something that I should probably be doing. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Hope you guys have a great week. I'm going to send really, really cool energy to all the people that have participated here. Jennifer Selden, Adrian, Joey Bitcoins, Mex, Maze Loves here, Genius Code. Yeah, we probably need one of those. Dr. Kong, Lunch Money, Lori Lush, probably said that wrong. Anyway, oh hi, I am inevitable. Dude, I love that. I love that. I am inevitable. Okay, now you got to define inevitable to do what? I am one of one. That's what I got from this today. I'm going to go out and be nice to somebody today, and I know that you guys will do the same. Thank you very much.